What is going on, guys? Jack95 Gamer here, and I am back with a brand new video, and this is FIFA 15 versus FIFA 10, past versus present FIFA generations. I don't know what I'm going to call the title yet, because as you can tell, that was an absolute terrible name for the title. But anyway, we're going to have a look at the first ever team of a certain side, and then we read out some of the key stats from that season that they did play and compare them to the season now, and if we think they've improved or not. So the first team we're looking at is Liverpool, and there are some massive names in this team like Fernando Torres, 92 rated. That card looks freaking insane with 94 pace, 88 dribbling, 93 shot and 85 heading. Wow, what a player. Steven Gerrard also stands out as a key player, 82 pace, 89 shot, 93 passing, 82 defending and 70 heading. Wow, who wouldn't want a player like that in FIFA nowadays? You also got Pepe Reina in goal, or Jose Reina, 87 diving, 87 handling, 90 kicking, 92 reflexes. And he was evaluated as one of FIFA's top goalkeepers in the world back then. Dirk Cat also sticks out with 85 rated, and also Javier Mascherano of some players. Glenn Johnson, Englishman, is also 82 rated. So, Liverpool then, they finished the season in 7th place. It wasn't a key season for them, and they did not do well. They got knocked out of the group stage of the Champions League, and they fell short in the semi-finals against Atletico Madrid in the Europa League also. Their top goal scorer for that season was Fernando Torres with 22 goals, even though he wasn't their preferred striker. You know, he didn't play most of the games. I think he was out due to injury, but the player that played the most games for him was David Ngog, so that was crazy. But altogether, this team combined scored 61 goals, and FIFA have rated them, the base team, as 70 rated. So that's a really good Liverpool team, you know. It does look pretty cool, and now we're going to have a look. Okay, so we are back now with the Liverpool team now. This Liverpool team at the moment do stick in at 8th place in the Barclays Premier League halfway through the season. Yeah, they've got some key players in that team. Steven Gerrard's still here, and I believe he is the only survivor, and Glenn Johnson, obviously, the only survivors of that team on the starting lineup of in 5 years ago. So it's incredible to see what players are still there. Fantastic. It is really good to see. As you can see, they've got their top goal scorer so far this season is 5 for Steven Gerrard, and that is just crazy when you think Torres had 22 goals in the season. They're halfway through the season now, and the top goal scorer's only got 5 goals. So I don't know, they could be going backwards in my opinion. They've got 31 goals so far this season, basically half of what they got last season. So they're basically on course to do how they was doing this season, you know. How they was doing that season before, should I say. So they do look really good, but Liverpool, I think they're a good team. They're 68 rated. That means they're 2 rated less than they was on that season, according to FIFA. You know, obviously the FIFA 10 cards were over exaggerated, but it's good to see how much the teams have changed. So yeah, here we go here, guys. I think the Liverpool team does look really good, in my opinion, and we have to see. This is the team coming off the back of a fantastic season in the Barclays Premier League, and we have to see how they do. They're still in Europa League. They got knocked out of the Champions Cup like they did last season, and you know, this technically does look like they could mirror the season they had in 2010. It's absolutely crazy to think that, but that does look like the side there that we're going to be seeing. So we'll have to see how that one goes. Moving on to the next team we have got here is, in fact, West Ham United, my team, and have a look at some of the players in there. Robert Green, Matthew Upson. You've got your Dean Ashton, who has unfortunately had to retire from football because of an injury that ruled him out. But it does look like quite a good West Ham team. It's 65 rated, and believe it or not, this team finished 17th in the Barclays Premier League, even with Scott Parker in the team. Bowen Morte was absolutely he was just terrible. Barrow was quite a good player. Spectre, he was okay. I believe Forbear was playing at right back, but I put Spectre in there because Forbear was actually right midfielder on this one. Olunga was a really good left back for us, and Robert Green was a fantastic goalkeeper. Carlton Cole was just Carlton Cole, ain't he? But he was our top goal scorer that season with 10 goals, and altogether the team did score 47 goals that season. They didn't even hit 50 goals, which was quite amazing. But the team is 65 rated, and we'll have a look now how they're doing this season. Okay, now looking at the squad now, as you can see, we've got Adri, and in net the team is rated 64. That's 1 rated less, and this team at the moment is in 7th position. That's a 10 plus difference in places in the Premier League for this team. You know, West Ham have done fantastically. They've gone from 17th to 7th in 5 seasons, which is really good to see. As you can see here, Sacco is the leading top goal scorer. He's not in the squad at the moment, but he has 9 goals at the moment. He's out due to injury. 35 goals though this squad have scored compared to the 47 halfway through. 47 scored last season. I mean the first season, but 35 goals scored this year already for West Ham. I mean, they could be on course for 70 plus goals this season, which would be incredible. But they're 64 rating, according to FIFA. They're not as good as that team, but I can give you my verdict right now. They are definitely better, and there's more to come from West Ham. But this is going to bring an end to this episode, guys. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you do hit that like button. If you want to see more past versus presents, then make sure you do hit that subscribe button, like I said, and make sure you do hit that like button so I know what you guys want to see. As always, thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.